everybody. Welcome to Max and Ben Talk Hockey. Today, it's me, Ben, and DEL forward Julian Lutz. Today, we're going to be doing a tier maker for the Retro Reverse Jerseys. So we have all the Retro Reverse Jerseys, all 31, I believe, and we're going to be putting them into different categories based off of how well we think the design is. So before we, as we start, we'll start with Ben, and he'll be doing the Rangers.
We have a brand new sponsorship. AXA Watches will be partnering up with us as our new sponsors. AXA Watches is a top watch company in Canada and the USA. Each watch is made from premium quality materials and they are designed to last. Additionally, shipping is totally free, whether you're in the US or Canada or anywhere else in the world for that matter. And use promo code AX_MaxandBen to get 15% off of any purchase. Now back to the interview. All right, so let me share my screen and we'll start. So the New York Rangers, I have this jersey. It's hanging up in my room. I'm going to put it in the passable category. Like, it's not good, but it's not bad. And by the way, these are categories. So we have top 3. That's only 3 jerseys you can put that are the best. You have great. You have passable, you have boring, and you have the worst 3. Again, you can only put 3 jerseys. And you can move, and you can tell me to move the jerseys up and down, however you guys like. All right, so first one, the Rangers, you put in a passable. Julian, where would you put the Capitals jersey?
Yeah, I think that's a great jersey. I would put it to great. I like it a lot. Looks clean.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, just the eagle across the whole jersey. Yeah, what's the best jersey you've had when you've played hockey?
I think it's a new one from Munich. It's just the cleanest jersey I ever had. And I think the German national team jersey for the U18 World Juniors was pretty sick. I like those both. I think those are my favorite 2 jerseys.
Yeah, going on to the Boston Bruins, Max, Bruins fan.
I mean, we pretty much had the same logo, just a little bit of changes since like 1924. But I have to be honest, I kind of like it. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Caps, but I do think it's right around the Rangers, so I'd probably put it in passable.
All right. Yep. Moving on to the Ottawa Senators. This jersey, there's nothing really much going around in this jersey. It's just black and red, and the logo. I mean, it made a return, and honestly,
it's like Sorry, it's like the same as the both like home and away jerseys. So I don't think it's any special, but it looks clean. So
I don't know. I mean, it's boring to me. Like it's like their home jersey from years past, but like with the 3D logo, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So I'd rather their 3D logo over this 2D one. So it's like their old home jersey with an old logo. That's it. Yeah, Julian, San Jose Sharks.
I'm not the big fan of it. It's like the gray in the jerseys is not looking good for me. I would also say it's a little bit boring. I'm not a big Sharks fan, so that could be a reason, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really have anything going on. Max, what about you? You got the Preds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a Predators fan a little bit, so I have a little bit bias here. But I mean, to see you guys put the Senators and the Sharks in boring, I kind of have to put in boring too. It's nothing crazy. It's just like a different outline on the logo, but like, I guess the yellow isn't terrible compared to the other yellows we see. But like, it's all right. It's not great though.
Yeah, I get the Minnesota Wild. This one, it's between passable and boring. Like, Julian, what do you think?
I think it looks good. I think we should put it on passable. Like, it's not great, but I think it looks clean. Some colors of the like how North Stars are.
Yeah. I said, yeah, it's like, so like the North Stars, like when they were in Minnesota, they had like these light colors, like some neon. Like it's cool, I guess. It's just
I think
it's just on white. If it was like the North Stars like a home jersey with like white outlines, that'd be a lot better though. But it is what it is. Julian, St. Louis Blues.
I think they look sick. I think the red is looking great in the jersey. The logo, I like it a lot. I think I would put it on great. I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, for now, like you could always put it in top 3 and then move it around based on what's happening. So I'll go and put it in top 3. Max, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the red kind of spicing it up a little bit, like they've never like red's not their color, it's blue, and to like kind of change it up, it kind of looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, I know like a bit of like the old hockey jerseys, just from like looking at a few websites a couple years ago. And Gretzky and Brett Hull, when they played together, they had a jersey that's like blue was the primary color, but then there was like red on the bottom where the blue is now. And that was a really good jersey. So like it's kind of nice to see that like they switch it up a bit. Yeah. And then you get Max. You get the Flames with Blasty.
So I really like the current home jerseys are kind of cool because they kind of like the flame coming from the C and the A. I wish I did a little bit something to the like C on the jersey. I think it'd look a little bit cooler. But I think this is great. I'd put in great, but I think you could also argue top 3 in case we need a top 3 in the future.
Yeah, in case we need a top 3. Now we get the New York Islanders. So, being a Rangers fan, I don't really like the Islanders, and one of my best friends is an Islanders fan, and he even says it's the worst jersey of this bunch. Because their home jersey, it has orange on the top and white on the bottom. So I think they just have no imagination, and they said, what if we switch those colors? And then for the blue, we just turn it into a really dark blue, which I just don't get. So I'm just going to put it in the worst 3, and it might go up to boring, but it's definitely not going anywhere else. And Julian, you get the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, I must say I don't like him at all. Like, I don't think like the whole white. It's too much white in there, and I think like the logo, the Dallas or Stars, I don't know, on the logo it's just white, and the logo is white, and the jersey is white, so you don't see it, and it just looks awful. I would also put it on worst 3, but yeah, we can see if.
Yeah. I mean, it's what's gonna happen. Max, you get Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, so this is like a very debatable one. Either everybody has it in like their top 5 or everybody has it in their bottom 5. There's like really no in the middle. I kind of like the whole thing behind it, not gonna lie. There is a lot of white in it, but I feel like it's kind of cool. It's kind of like the really like kind of a throwback thing, and I like the blue on the bottom. It's a cool shade of blue. I wouldn't put I wouldn't put in the top 3 for sure. I'd probably put in great, but in my own personal list, like not listening to what everybody else says, I'd have it in my top 3.
Yeah. I remember the jerseys from like the 90s with like the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, since like the guy with the hockey stick is wearing the same jersey of the guy in the hockey stick, and it just like goes like farther down, and it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your choice. So like you put it in great, I'd put it in sort of like confusingly boring. But it's I mean, you're the one doing it, so you get great.
Yeah.
I get the Blue Jackets. This one's interesting. Like red has never been their color ever. Like I don't even remember a Blue Jackets jersey with red. I mean, it's not like it's not very good because just the white on the sides. It's just so annoying for me. So I guess I'll put it in passable, even though it's between boring and passable, but I guess passable. Julian, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Like it's a good jersey. It's not boring. It's not great. Like fits in the middle.
Yeah, that's about it. And Julian, you also get to rate the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, like I think it's like also like the Columbus Blue Jackets. Like it's not boring. Like something new for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not great. So I would also put it on passable. But looks good on ice, I think.
Yeah, I mean the only reason we're doing this ranking after like a year of them, after a year of the hockey players playing with these jerseys is because like you see them on the ice. Some jerseys like over here, like you think like, I don't really like it, but then on the ice they don't look that bad. So, Max, you get the Yotes.
I think this logo has always kind of gone down as like a top 10 in history. It's like really, really cool. And they've, used it quite a few times, but I like the purple too. It's like not gray all over. It's got some spice to it. And I think that's some cool, like, I think that's orange on the like bottom around the like tips and stuff. I think that's also kind of cool. So color scheme, 100%, that was really good. And the logo isn't bad. I wouldn't put it on top 3. I feel like you could debate it, but it probably put in great.
Yeah, I mean, for such a really bad organization, the Coyotes have gotten really good jerseys. So, like, the only good thing out of the Coyotes. And by the way, the Coyotes might not be the Coyotes after this season. They might actually relocate.
Yeah, they lost their
Think
stadium,
about
right?
that. Quebec might get their team back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who goes next? I go next. I get the New Jersey Devils, the Christmas colors. New Jersey Devils, and this one, it's going in boring. It's green as their home color, and then everything else stays the same. And I'm not really a big fan of it. There is some bias in here. I'm not a Devils fan at all. So I'm really not the biggest fan of this. Julian, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. Like it looks okay, but it's just not great and not passable. It's like it fits some boring. Nothing special, and yeah.
Yeah. And Julian, you get the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, so like seeing this picture, I like don't like it at all. But seeing it on ice, it looks kind of good. I just don't like gray in jerseys. So yeah, let's put it on passable. It's not boring because like on ice it looks good, but seeing it like that, it's like looks doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, what's been like a really bad jersey that you've either like worn or that you've like seen other teams wear? Like what's been a really bad jersey?
Thing last year, like some team had warm up jerseys, and they looked like builders, like guys who build houses, like with a worn vest. So that was awful. We kind of laughed at them. Yeah, it was funny, but like they looked so bad. So I think I'll probably take this one.
Yeah. All right, Max, you get the Flyers.
All right. So this looks very like pretty much similar to their home jersey. They didn't really do anything to change it up. But I'm not gonna lie, the orange is pretty cool and their home jerseys aren't bad either. I feel like, in terms of retro reverse, it's boring, but in terms of hockey jerseys, it's passable. But I don't know. It seems like I'm trying to look right now. It looks like we have more passable, so I put in boring, I guess.
So you're putting it in boring, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't really look that clean of a jersey that anyway. Like it's their home jersey essentially. I don't really
Yeah.
see any difference. I get the Detroit Red Wings, which is probably going in the worst 3. It's gonna change because I'm looking at what else is there, what else is left. There are some pretty bad jerseys, but it's their away jersey. It's just white. Just no one needs that much white on a jersey. Same with the Dallas Stars. But at least the Dallas Stars made an effort drawing like that green outline. Like the Red Wings just did nothing. It's their primary color or it's their logo and then just some gray, which doesn't make any sense. So I don't think it's clean.
It's like they didn't even do anything about like it's hard to do something with the Detroit Red Wings, but I think like it just doesn't look good at all. It's gray stripe.
Exactly.
I think it's definitely the worst 3.
It looks like a practice
We'll see.
jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a practice penny kind of.
Yeah.
Julian, you get the Habs, Montreal.
Yeah. Also, like I think it's pretty hard to do something with the jersey because I think it hasn't changed since 70 years or something. But I think they did a good job. Probably put it on passable. It's not great, I think, but they did a good job.
Yeah, I think so too. It's not like bad, but it's not great. It's just the blue. I mean, I've seen it on the ice. It works. I have no idea how it works, but it somehow works. Uh, on the ice with the blue, but it's just not like up there with any of these jerseys. Max, you get the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, so this kind of looks like a jersey that a team in like the 1990s or 2000s would wear. I don't think it's terrible. I'm trying to look at the arms look decent, not gonna lie, but like, and the blue is like I don't feel like it matches the red that well. Also, the numbers and the patches, they don't really like stick out or anything. But I mean, the logo's always been kind of cool. But I mean, we have a lot of passables, so I'd kind of just bump it down to boring.
All right, so this one's going into boring. I mean, I kind of like it. Obviously, it's your choice, and this is everyone's effort. This isn't just mine. I mean, personally, I'd put it into like honestly great because like they've had some really good jerseys, and like they're kind of using that and like the Pavel Bure era and the Ole Jokinen era Panthers. Like they're using that, and yeah, I mean it looks pretty cool, but like whatever you say, it's boring. I'm not gonna argue with that. And I'm gonna move on to Vegas Golden Knights. This one's going in a top three. This one is amazing. It's red. It's not the Golden Knights color, but it works. This is if this is like their new logo, like their alternate logo, I can stick with that. Then they have the gold outline and the black on the bottom. Like that's super clean. Julian, what do you think?
Yeah, I also think it's pretty clean. Like it looks sick. Yeah, like for now we can keep it on top three, but let's see what the other jerseys can give.
Yeah, and you get the Carolina Hurricanes, which are throwing back to the Hartford Whalers.
Yeah, I think like every jersey from the Whalers looks sick, but I think the other one they had a Whalers jersey, I think 2 years ago. It looked way better than this one. So for me, it's kind of boring to passable because like the other Whalers jersey was way better. But yeah, let's put on boring. Like
Yeah,
like I said, I just don't like gray in the jersey.
yeah,
Yeah, the green was way better.
yeah. I actually remember the green. They had it for like one game. Well, like for that one game, it looked really good. It looked really good.
Yeah.
So, uh, yep. And then Max, you get the Quebec Nordiques / Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah. So as an Avalanche kind of hater myself, I really don't like the team or the organization. I have to be honest, this jersey is absolutely sick. I mean, the color just really sticks out. I don't know, it's like a mix between like a purple and a brown, but it's like the good kind. Again, the patches are a little bit boring. The stars on I think that's the like little like emblems on the bottom all around look really really cool. And I know it doesn't show it here, but the back I've seen it on ice too. It looks awesome. I could put this in top three, but I think the top three we have now are kind of really good. So I mean, I guess you could bump one of the three out, but as of now, you could put in great. But if you think it deserves top three, you could bump one out if you want.
Yeah. Julian, what do you think? Top three or great?
I think it's top three. I think we should take out Vegas
Vegas. All right.
Golden Knights.
We'll put Vegas
Yeah,
in great.
like it's my opinion, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I actually agree. Like, St. Louis is pretty cool. Arizona's really good, and Vegas it's great. Like, I definitely don't mind it at all, but it's not compared to the Nordiques at all.
yeah.
Vegas is definitely top five, though. You were right putting in top three earlier.
Yeah. I mean, Now I got the Oilers. The Oilers are sheesh. It's their away jersey again. Like it's literally just their away jersey, which is I'm not a fan of just so much white. It's definitely not the worst three because they actually have color on it, but it's definitely boring. Like I know it's like what the Gretzky era Oilers wore as their away jerseys. But it's just I didn't really like it. I like their home jerseys a lot better. They should have gone for the purple on their jerseys. But yeah. Julian, you get the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I do think they look pretty sick. The Pittsburgh on the whole jersey. I think they could do like the other logo. I don't know like how it's called, but I think it's pretty sick. For me, it's great. It looks great, and it looks good on ice too.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind it on the ice. They played against the Rangers a lot with that jersey. I thought it looked pretty cool. And Max, you get Tampa.
Yeah, so this really reminds me like what back when Marty St. Louis was playing with Tampa, like that kind of jersey. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I feel like, it's almost like kind of reusing their old one, but I don't think it's bad. It kind of looks kind of like old school. I'm trying to look at the categories now because you have a lot in passable and boring. I feel like you could put it in gray, but I'd probably put in passable.
Yeah. It's a pretty good jersey. And I get Vancouver. Now, I'm like a lot of people are putting hate on this jersey, and I'm just gonna go out and say it. It's great. Like I'm a big fan of the gradient fade, the fade from purple into green. It looks really sick. I know a couple of youth teams that I've played against, like when I played hockey, that have like that gradient fade, and they look really nice. So I can't say anything bad about it, although like a lot of people are saying that it's really bad, and I just don't get it. Uh, but yeah, if I had like anything bad to say, it's like they should have gone for the yellow and black one instead of this one, because the yellow and black one would have been amazing, but it's not a big deal for me, so I'm just gonna put it in gray. Julian, you get the Kings.
It looks okay, but I'm just not a fan of it. I think the numbers on the side on the arm, like I don't think it looks good. I would put it on boring or passable. The purple is pretty sick, but the rest of the jersey, I don't know. The stripes, I just don't like it at all. Like the number in the stripe, like not good for me. Like
Yeah. I mean that I kind of agree with you there. A lot of people say it's great, but just I don't really like it that much. I know it's what like the Robitaille and Dion era Kings wore, but I honestly don't see a point. Max, last one, Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, so the kind of like away, like mostly white and gray jerseys, you've kind of put them pretty low, but for this one, I think it's really good. The stripes, they could not have done it better. And the logo, just the two swords, kind of like, it kind of looks like almost like two hockey, like it reminds me of like, two hockey sticks crossing over. I think it's really cool. I don't think it'd be top three, and I think it'd be a weaker great or like a really, really strong passable.
Yeah, so which one would you put in, great or passable?
Maybe great.
All right. So this is our final list of uh jerseys. So in the top three, you get Blues, Coyotes, and Avs. In great, you get Caps, Flames, Ducks, Golden Knights, Penguins, Canucks, and Sabres. Passable, you get Rangers, Bruins, Wild, Blue Jackets, Maple Leafs, Jets, Habs, and Lightning. In boring, you get the Sens, the Sharks, the Preds, the Devils, the Flyers, the Panthers, the Hurricanes, the Oilers, and the Kings. And your worst three are the Islanders, the Stars, and the Red Wings. So that's our final. It's a final list. And I'm going to stop the share. So that's going to do it for this interview. Thanks so much, Julian, for hopping on.
thanks for you having me.
Yeah. Good luck in your season with the Dell. Hopefully, we'll see your name drafted next year.
Yeah.
I'll be cheering for you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
See ya.